Hello YouTube, welcome back to another Custom Times diecast. This is Adam. We're going to be doing a little shop tour today. That's why the camera is over at the shop instead of the workbench. I'm just going to show you a little bit of everything today, since I don't have any customs built for today. There are a few things that I would like to cover with the Jeep challenge that I had issued. As well. But without further ado, we're going to go through a tour of my shop here. That's extending and extending and extending into God knows what. Okay, so out front of the garage here, we've got this 57 Thunderbird that I built not too long ago. It's a Misto casting with Matchbox wheels on it. It came out okay for a little cheap, under $1 car. Next, moving on to 69 Chevelle in orange that I built. Taillights, side indicators, headlights. Here's my Impala. I think I should have put those wheels on this Impala, though. I couldn't tell you the difference anyways. Recently I built this. It's the 80 El Camino, otherwise known as the Iron Fist El Camino. I just did not like that Iron Fist ugly ass Tampo work on the side of this. I did like the purple paint, but I don't have anything to match it. So I just went with gloss black. Turned them wheels around. I mean, you can still see the yellow stripe on the inside of that wheel. But I turned the wheel around to where it's one black, solid black wheel. Moving over. This is the hauler that I made. Well, I didn't make it. Misto made it, and then I just detailed it and repainted it. Got our cable wire back here hooked up to our winch. It's all detailed on the inside, which I done. I know you can't see it because it's all put together. Got an orange AMC Javelin. And in here, the Unimog 78 Dodge Little Express. The Wagoneer from Boulevard Series. I got a Matchbox 34 Ford. 32 Ford pickup. A black wall Bronco that I ended up having to repaint. This was white. I think it was a Getty promotional. Still moving on to the other side of the shop here. Got the Golf Ford from Greenlight sitting next to the Golf Transit from Hot Wheels, sitting next to a Golf Nomad from Hot Wheels. Underneath that, there's an IROC Camaro. In front of that, we got the T1 Volkswagen pickup with the Ferrari Racer. Old school Ferrari Racer on there. Next to that, we've got a Chevy 1500 Silverado race truck. It's a McDonald's truck. This is a plastic body with a metal base. I just changed out the wheels on it to a rubber tire from NASCAR cars. Detailed the interior. Did the headlights. Taillights in this. It's a plastic body truck. It's a race truck, so there ain't gonna be no taillights. Next one we got a BMW. This was a wheel swap. I forget where I got these wheels off of. But this is just regular paint. All this was wheel swap. It's a BMW M2. Moving on. We're going to come over here to this shop. This is where I keep a lot of the customs. I mean, a lot of them. Okay, so in here we've got my 40 Ford Custom right there. Next to that we've got the 66 or 67 Mustang California Special. That I did not too long ago. And next to that you got this Ford pickup from Matchbox. At least I think that, yeah, that's the Matchbox Roll-O-Matics. It's a custom I did. It did have this rolling thing in the back of it that I took out. Next to that, you've got a Chevy van that I put together. I did another one of these. It's sitting up in the case. And it's red or black, I think. Look up here. It's red. Next to that, there's a 64 Lincoln Continental that I did. Moving on. Here we've got a 90s Viper I did not too long ago in red. This car was black. Moving on, a 69 Ford Talladega, which you've seen on YouTube. Another one, Ford Thunderbolt. If I could ever get this camera to focus. There's tail lights, all the little details and stuff that went into that. Next we have this 56 Ford panel. It's satin black. All the little details that I could get to or gotten to. Next we got a 69 Chevy Stepside Custom. Pretty sweet, huh? My first bone shaker. Metal base, metal body bone shaker. With the Lightning McQueen wheels on it from the Cars series. Wee little brake light back there. Underneath that is, I'm not going to try to pull that out of there, the orange peeler 36 Ford that I did. On next to that, you got that, of course, that purple RWB Porsche. Behind that, you've got, this is one of my favorites by Hot Wheels, is this 55 panel. I love this thing. I know this has got to be true to 1/64 scale because this thing's huge. I mean, look at that. I mean, I don't think you could tell it on camera, but the thing I like about this is this, how this backup opens up with the, to reveal that motorcycle in the back. And I think this is a main line from back in the day. But look at the detail in this thing, man. I didn't put any of that in there. That came like that from the factory. And I mean, you sit it in front of this, because this green light bully dog 1500. I mean, look at the size comparison. Almost spot on. Then in front of that, you've got this, which is Racing Champions. I forget what this is. It's a 40 Ford Custom or a Chevy, one of the two. Opening hood with a motor in there. Not the greatest wheels for this truck, but it is what it is. In front of that, or next to that, that's one of my favorites that I built. One of the more favorite ones that I put together is this 16 or 70 Chevy C10. Some big drag meats on the bottom of it. I know this is not the right base for this. This says fucking 67 Nova. I don't know how I got that base to fit on there. But it fit. And it rolls perfectly. I just don't have a rear bumper, but I ain't worried about that. Or glass. I ain't worried about that either. Okay, moving on. Moving up here. Bunch of different stuff up here, yo. I'm not even going to bother to try to explain all this stuff away. There's the black Porsche I built not too long ago after I picked up that hauler. Custom RVs. This is the only one of these I've ever seen. This is a metal body, metal base Chevy Tahoe. And I think it's somebody's custom, but I bought it at a flea market. I didn't do this. It holds together. This thing's heavy as hell. Let's see, we're moving on here. We'll move this way. This is a Datsun 510 I put together. I tried my best to put it together to make it look stock appearing. But you really can't do nothing with Hot Wheels and that roll cage being in there. I mean, I could cut that out of there, but I'm not going to. We'll just leave it alone. Next one, this is a restoration that I did on a Lamborghini. I think this is, yeah, this is a Gallardo LP 560. That I restored, because I got it out of a big box that I'd bought at a yard sale, and it was beat to hell, so I went ahead and fixed it. Moving on down, we got a bunch of stuff in here. This I built, I want to say, it was probably 9 months ago, 10 months ago. All this is a Hong Chong, or cheap semi-truck. I don't know who made it, but I made this boat for it, made the flatbed for it. Took those wheels off an old Matchbox and turned it into this off-road type semi-truck type thing. Corvette Grand Sport in red. I don't know if you could see this lighting. Sorry guys, it sucks. It's broad daylight. Lights coming through the windows and stuff like that. Here we go, we're losing the interior and stuff. I'm gonna have to sit you guys down, I'll be right back. And we're back. Moving over here to the case. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen all this before. So we're just gonna go through a quick, get in front of this light so you can see a little. There we go. That's just a quick rundown of the shop. If there's anything you're interested in that you've seen today that you'd like to trade or buy from me, just message me on Facebook. Stuff like that. Message me on Facebook and hopefully we can get together on a price or on a deal. This is Custom Times Diecast signing off. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button for notifications of new videos. Thank you, and have a good day.